everyone, welcome to Onyx Pages. I'm Jerry. This is a very quick video for Top 5 Wednesday. So this question for this week is your top 5 magical systems, and I've got 5 magical systems that I want to share with you. Now, I read a lot of fantasy, a lot of Afrofuturism, a lot of science fiction, so it was actually quite hard to pick 5, and I'm not going to be talking about my 5 favorite magical systems. I think it would be more accurate to say that I'm going to be sharing with you 5 magical systems that I think were really amazing and that touched me when I was reading them at the time, because there was a unique quality to them. So let's just get started. So the first one is the magical system in Redemption in Indigo. Redemption in Indigo is a fantasy tale that's based off of a fable, and where is it out of? I believe it's based off of a West African fable, and is written by Dr. Karen Lord, who is an author from Barbados. What I really loved about this magical system was that there's a parallel world that consists of different magical entities, and there is a magical object that can be passed through one world to another world, and it was passed from that world to the protagonist. And the whole story involves a chase because the original owner of that magical tool was punished for his use of it, and his punishment was to see this magical tool end up in the hands of a mortal. And so it was funny, it was interesting, it was beautiful, and I really enjoyed it. There's also an element of reincarnation and goddesses that's wrapped up in this magical system. So that was really great. Second magical system that I want to talk about comes out of Everfair by Nisi Shawl. Hey Nisi, hope you're good. So this really, the magical realist element of this book is not super prominent, but there is one character who has an ability to magically relate and control animals. And there are a couple of scenes where she's able to do that to aid a political movement. And those scenes were breathtaking. And I had the opportunity to hear Nisi read from those chapters, and it was a sight to behold. So I really enjoyed the magical system in Everfair. And the other thing about Everfair is that this magical world coexists with a very vibrant political world. And Nisi just had a way of going from the sort of cerebral and mundane to the magical, and I really enjoyed that as well. So Everfair. And then is my favorite author, Nalo Hopkinson, and Sister Mine. And what I loved about the magical system in Sister Mine is that there was a character who was just figuring out that she actually had a magical skill. And the way that she noticed that was because certain things were shiny and had a special quality or element to them that she was able to pick up because of her skill. And so throughout the story, she starts testing and learning and figuring out that she actually does possess a very, very powerful magic. And I think for me, it was more of the realization that I loved in this story. But there's also another character who is I can't spoil it, but he has a magical relationship with an instrument that I've actually never seen before in a book. So if you look very closely at the cover, right here, you'll see a hint at that. And of course, her covers are absolutely stunning. So Sister Mine has an amazing magical system, and everything that Nalo has ever written also does. Of course, Nnedi Okorafor's Binti has a magical system that fuses science, mathematics, and magic meditation. And it's a system that I'd never seen before when I read it. So that is number 4. And then number 5 is My Soul to Take and the African Immortals trilogy by Tananarive Due. Tananarive Due writes a lot of horror, and there's a magical system in here that involves the blood of vampires that has healing qualities for humans, and and layered on top of that is a history of the relationship between vampires and, I don't want to give it away, but a very well-known religious system. And the way that those are intertwined is amazing too. So anyway, that's what happens when you don't plan your videos. But this is my top 5 Wednesday, and those are my 5 amazing magical systems. Have a great week. Bye.